Our position in time is May 27th, 2019. It's Memorial Day. Scrolling through Instagram, come across this from Delorean, Florida. So first thing we're gonna do, go ahead and give that a little like right there. This is a 1981 black interior 5-speed gas flap hood with just under 35,000 miles, runs and drives, and they're asking $35,000 as is. Of course, you can you can pay for further service, more extensive restoration. First thing I noticed by this photo here, this is a pretty early car. Not just because of the gas flap, but we have the dark gray wheels here. So we're looking at a pretty early car here. So a lot of people are looking for these. They're a little bit more rare. Let's move on. Again, another view of these darker gray wheels. Body seems to be in really, really good condition. I don't know if these fascias have been repainted or not. But either way, they look to be in really, really good condition. There's no fading on these rear tail lights. So overall, exterior condition looks really, really good. So we're getting an engine compartment photo here. First thing that jumps out to me is that it still has the original fuel lines. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of people are still using those. And for the price they're asking for this, for the condition, $35,000, they'll leave that to the new owner to change, or if you are interested in this car, you could have them change those out. Probably fine for a while, but if you're interested in this car, I would plan to change those pretty soon. Another thing that jumps out to me, these coolant hoses, these look to be new. And take it from me, I know from experience with these cars, you don't want to be riding around with old coolant hoses, because that'll leave you stranded on the side of the road. You can see the clamp right here coming off the water pump. That's new. So this is a new hose kit. That's a very good thing this car has had done, obviously, is the coolant system seems to be gone through. So that's a huge plus for this thing. We have the original AC compressor here. I don't know, they didn't mention if this car has AC or not. I bought mine for close to this price range and it didn't have AC, so definitely look into that. Obviously original seats, this is an original interior. These seats have some wear to them, but they look pretty good. Yeah, see, I don't see any tears or anything. It's just that nice weathered look. I actually really, really like that. When you see the brand new seats in these, they look really good, but it's a dead giveaway. They've been replaced when you see that. Some people are gonna want that. Some people are gonna like this original. And there's no tears in these. It doesn't look like that I can see. So you could actually have a leather restoration person re-dye these. They can fill in these cracks. I would just leave it. These look really, really good. Look at that binnacle. That binnacle is in perfect condition. I don't see any cracks. There's still this black plastic interior trim piece, so I think that means that it hasn't been recovered. So that's an original binnacle with no cracks in it. You don't see that very often, so that's a huge plus for this car. Mileage, 34,000 miles. It's pretty average for a DeLorean. The instrument cluster looks really good. It says the original speedometer only goes up to 85. And yeah, digging it. Another interior shot here. As you can see here, this has a tape deck in it, but that is not the original. Most people are going to want to change that out anyway. But if you're a real stickler for the original, you could have them put the original one back in. They still have new old stock. Or you might want to go for something modern with an aux jack or CD player. Even though CD player is kind of getting old now. But yeah, this looks really, really nice. You notice that the cigarette, the ashtray, it doesn't have the grooves in it. That's another hallmark. This is an early car, so that's an early ashtray there. Oh, this looks really, really good. Frame is in good condition, and this is really, really when I'm looking at DeLoreans for sale. The first thing I go to is pictures of the frame. Obviously, on Instagram, they got to show a glamour shot of the car sitting all nice out in front of the shop first. But anybody that knows what they're doing, they're going to go straight to this, and they're going to look and see how the frame is doing. In this case, yeah, this is great. I'm going to say that they've probably done the radiator at some point, because these are coated. These are zinc plated brackets, and these look like they're holding on to that zinc coating really, really well. It would surprise me if these are original. These clamps right here are also, these coolant clamps right here, they're not showing any corrosion. So again, going back to the engine compartment picture, we saw that there was new hoses and new clamps. So I'm guessing they just did that all around. Complete overhaul of the cooling system. These are original style fans, nothing wrong with that. Some people like those better. In fact, they're good. They draw a lot of current, but if the car is healthy, that's not a problem. We got to worry about that. Another undercarriage. Look at this frame. It looks like it was painted yesterday. Again, this is huge for a DeLorean. You don't want to see big rust spots. You don't want to see rot on the frame. You really have to take care when looking at these cars to make sure that you're not getting into something that's going to need, to be completely dismantled and rebuilt on a new frame. Again, we're seeing some hoses here. It looks like, again, they've gone through the cooling system on this car, I'm going to say. And, you don't want to be overheating. That's the last picture we get. I don't know if they've listed this for sale anywhere else. Let's go back through and just see if there's any other little tidbits. Obviously, this is DMC Florida. They, folks over there help me with my car all the time. Buy a lot of parts there. Didn't buy my car from DMC Florida. I actually bought mine from a relative of the owner of DMC Midwest, and dealt with them. My car was bought from, I guess you could say, it's in the same family of vendors as this. This is DeLorean Motor Company Florida. That was DeLorean Motor Company Midwest. So again, let's just see if we can go down. I don't see anything. I don't see any cosmetic issues with the body. Again, we got the gas flap, early wheel color, early fascia color. Engine compartment. This looks, it's what do I call it? This is unmolested. All this stuff is original equipment here. You could go in and clean this up if you wanted to, if you just want it to look nice in the engine compartment. But this looks like a very functional. This is, basically this is all DeLorean stuff. You got your cold start valve here, compressor. You got your Bosch K-Jet fuel jetronics here with the original lines. You got your water pump sitting right down here. That looks like the right stuff. It doesn't look like somebody went and got a weird, water pump or something and stuck it in here. A lot of times you see people have worked on these cars that aren't DeLorean people, and they find crossover parts, or they find parts that will work. This doesn't look like that. This looks like this has the correct parts, and that's a plus. You're not going to have to undo any crazy weird mods that anyone does. Oh yeah, actually right here, this is cool. You can tell that this car, this tray here, this like coin tray, is covered in like a felt, and that was only on the early cars. So that's something to DeLorean owners are gonna know what that means. It means it's just another hallmark of the early cars. But yeah, I think, again, the frame looks great. So I guess, if you're interested in this, you can call Robert over at DMC Florida. And there's the number. I'll put a link to this in the description. But if you're out there looking, I'm going to go ahead and give this, a passing score here. This looks like the right price for what they're asking here, for what you're getting. If you guys see any other DeLoreans for sale, hit me up if you want to see me do a quick evaluation on it. Without being there, without seeing it in person, or without doing a test drive, it's about as best I can do. But this looks like a solid example. So if you're looking, this is definitely one to check out, guys. Give them a call, go by and see it. Good luck on that.